So as soon as tonight, we could see charges put forth for Kimberly Potter, the cop that shot Daunte Wright, who said, "Oh shoot, I shot him." So I wanted to go over this story with you guys because as soon as tonight, Wednesday, there could be charges put forth against Kimberly Potter, and I wanted to just go through the statutes with you guys because even some of my commentary before the whole story broke, or even after the story broke, I even said, I don't know if they could charge her with a crime. But as you're going to see, as I go through some of these statutes with you, according to Minnesota law, which she is under the same jurisdiction, the same laws as Derek Chauvin, it's looking like she will get charged with second degree unintended manslaughter. And I want to go through the statute so you guys could see it straight from the state law. So here's a story. If you're late to the game, all right, I'm not going to play this, but as you guys may have seen, heard, Daunte Wright was pulled over for a routine traffic stop. He was told to get out the car. He gets out the car, and then for some reason, he starts resisting, and that is when Officer Potter, in this blurry visual right here, she pulls her gun, yells taser, 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 and then fires one singular shot. It is believed that it was an accidental discharge at this point. So as you know, most accidents are not murder because the intent is just not there. So jumping into the New York Post article, the Minnesota cop who shot and killed Daunte Wright could criminally be charged as soon as tomorrow, according to a report. So that is today, Wednesday. Kimberly Potter, 48, who resigned Tuesday over the fatal shooting of 20-year-old Daunte Wright during a traffic stop in Brooklyn Center, is expected to be charged by Washington County authorities. The outlet reported that Washington County Sheriff Dan Sterry could file charges as soon as Wednesday in the incident. KTSP producer Alan Hoagland said on Twitter that Washington Court Attorney's Office plans to charge Potter tomorrow. So tomorrow meaning today, Wednesday, April 14th. The Minneapolis County is reviewing the case for Hennepin County, where Brooklyn Center, a Minneapolis suburb, is located, to avoid conflict of interest, officials said. Wright's death is under review by Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension. At a press conference Tuesday, Brooklyn Center Mayor Mike Elliott said he would ask Governor Tom Walz to turn the investigation over to State Attorney General Keith Ellison. The Brooklyn City Council on Monday voted to fire Potter and Police Chief Tim Gannon, but both submitted letters of resignation early Tuesday. Elliott said Wright was pulled over around 2 p.m. Sunday for having a suspended registration, authorities said. According to police, they determined he was sought on a misdemeanor arrest warrant and attempted to arrest him. So here is Kimberly Potter, the 26-year veteran who supposedly mistakenly grabbed her service weapon instead of her taser and fired one single shot. So with that said, guys, whether you believe it was an accident or not, I believe that the evidence and what we see on the film, what we see on the body cam, is that it was an accident. It's going to be hard to prove otherwise, because to prove otherwise means you're proving murder, which is a hard thing to prove beyond a reasonable doubt. So I look at this story and I say, okay, if she's going to be charged with anything, like they're saying, what is she going to be charged with? So the first thing I looked at, I want to share with you guys, all right, is Minnesota statutes. So this is murder in the second degree. And this is what I think she is going to be charged on. Manslaughter in the second degree. All right, manslaughter in the second degree. A person who causes the death of another by any of the following means is guilty of manslaughter in the second degree and may be sentenced to imprisonment for not more than 10 years or payment of a fine of not more than $20,000 or both. So criteria number one, the person culpable negligence, whereby the person creates an unreasonable risk and consciously takes chances of causing death or great bodily harm to another. All right, number 2, by shooting another with a firearm or other dangerous weapon as a result of negligently believing the other to be a deer or another animal, or by setting a spring gun, pitfall, deadfall, snare, or other like dangerous weapon or device, or negligently or intentionally permitting any animal known by the person to have vicious propensities or to have caused great substantial bodily harm in the past to run controlled off the owner's premises, or negligently failing to keep properly confined, or by attempting to commit a violation and murder in the first, second, or third degree. So all of this said, manslaughter in the second degree, I think the only place that they can get her is she created an unreasonable risk. All right. But then it goes into the whole conscious thing. Was she consciously doing it? I think no, but for the sake of charges, I think this one sticks the most. This one can actually be stuck, and second degree manslaughter is what we should be expecting. If you look at manslaughter in the first degree, all right, if you look at manslaughter in the first degree, then you'll see that there is a contrast between the two, which I want to show you guys, because I think it's really good that we be educated on what to expect. So I believe, all right, that's 609-205. All right, that is not the screen I'm looking for. 609-205. So I want to show you guys first degree murder. I keep saying murder. First degree manslaughter. Goodness gracious. All right, so this should be the slide that has, all right, manslaughter in the first degree. All right, whoever does any of the following is guilty of murder in the first degree. All right, 15 years, $30,000 fine, or both. Intentionally causes the death of another person in the heat of passion provoked by such words of acts of another as would provoke a person of ordinary self-control. All right, so obviously this is not it. Violates section 609-224 and causes the death of another, or causes the death of another in committing or attempting to commit a misdemeanor or gross misdemeanor offense with such force and violence that death or great bodily harm to any person was reasonably foreseeable. All right, that's not going to stick. Intentionally causes the death of another person because the actor is coerced by threats. Proximity causes the death of another without intent to cause death, directly or indirectly, unlawfully selling, giving away, bartering, delivering, exchanging, distributing, or administering a controlled substance classified, all right, in Schedule 3, 4, and 5, or causes the death of another in committing or attempting to commit a violation. So, in my opinion, she's not going to be stuck with first degree manslaughter. And something else I want to bring to your attention, as I was looking at how Minnesota, looks at has its law system in place. I thought this was really good. All right, by statelaws.findlaw.com. So Minnesota involuntary manslaughter law. So involuntary manslaughter is causing a person's death by your own reckless or grossly negligent actions. All right, so she is this fits Miss Potter. This fits Miss Potter. Involuntary manslaughter is she caused the death of a person by her own reckless or gross negligent action. And I believe we can all agree it is negligent to think or say you're pulling out a taser, but then in fact you are pulling out a gun. It is negligent to think that you are deploying a taser when in fact you are shooting a gun. So with that said, this fits the criteria. In this type of manslaughter, it's the disregard for safety of others or of risk that makes the actions criminal rather than intent to harm the victim. Minnesota also views these accidental deaths as criminal, but doesn't penalize the crime severely as an intentional killing, so i.e. murder. So she is not going to get charged with murder because that cannot be proven in the court of law, which she is going to be given due process. And this has to be carried out in court. And the people who are yelling, we want justice. When do we want it? Now. Okay. Justice is slow. You're not getting justice now. Okay. The systems in America are not a now system, especially when you're talking about the criminal justice system, and for a good reason. So we don't rush to hasty decisions that severely change people's lives. All right. Anyways, involuntary murder in Minnesota is called manslaughter in the second degree, which we went over that statute, which I think she will get stuck with today. In addition, there are two other types of criminal: vehicular homicide. All right, one for humans and the other for unborn fetuses. All of these below the intentional homicide crimes: first degree murder, second degree murder, third degree murder, and voluntary manslaughter. All right. So as you guys can see, I think we have ingested enough. I think we have ingested enough information to reasonably conclude that before today's over, before Wednesday is over, all right, Miss Potter is going to be charged. Kimberly Potter is going to be charged with second degree unintended manslaughter, just like Derek Chauvin. All right, because she is in Hennepin County. Derek Chauvin's in Hennepin County. They're in Minnesota. Minnesota law is on the books. So she is going to be subjected to Minnesota law. So whether you agree or disagree, drop that in the comment section below and let me know why you disagree. But from everything I'm ingesting, I think that we can conclude that Kimberly Potter is going to be charged, and then a trial is going to have to be set so that the state can prove that this was manslaughter, which I think they definitely have. I mean, the film is there. Taser, taser, taser. Oh, shoot, I shot him on accident. Didn't mean to do that. Well, you killed him. So there are consequences when people die. But anyways, I'm gonna leave that right there. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're notified anytime I make a video. I will see you good people on the next one. Peace.